Out the roof, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, live at Lightning's Boxing Gym. I got my dog with me, man. All right, we're gonna take a second just to give y'all an introduction. All right, we're talking about a seasoned trainer, boxing analyst, Lightning knows from Riddick Bowe to Holyfield to Mike. Everybody know this guy, man. Andre Ward's been in this gym. We talking about he got a son, star boxer, absolutely amazing boxer, an amazing trainer, and an even better guy. My dog, Lighting Lopez. What's going on, big dog? How you feel?
Oh man, I feel good. Glad to be here.
Now we got the 515. We got Deontay Wilder, Raymond Ford, Emma Williams, just to name a few. They'll be fighting this weekend. We're gonna get a deep, in-depth. His analyst, some professional opinion about it. Also, we're going to ask him some questions about how he got into boxing, things like that. So, with that being said, we're going to get it started. Salute to my boy Silverman. Salute to my boy Hannibal. Salute to my boy Mark Nash in the chat. Appreciate y'all boys for sliding through. My boy Birdman. Salute to my boy Birdman in the building. All right. So, tell everybody how you got into boxing and what made you choose boxing as a profession.
Boxing basically is, in our family lineage. My great-grandfather was a pro in the Philippines in the 1920s. Boxing's big in our family. My grandfather boxed in the Army, and I had like 80 backyard fights before Kimbo Slice went like 80-0. Then went to King's Gym in 1997, won the Golden Gloves a couple times, and just been with boxing ever since. Opened this gym in 2009 with just my kids, and it's manifested into the top gym in the Bay Area.
He moved way too fast. I didn't even get to ask these questions. So he's lightning quick. He got to slow down. So I'm going to just bring me to the punch. All right. But he also had some professional fights. He's also trained some of the top fighters in the Bay Area. Just give us a few of the fighters that you trained.
The main guy, Aaron Coley, we had a good run from 2016 until like last year. He would be the main world-class guy that I trained. I've dabbled and trained with Kareem Mayfield, and then Tony Munoz, Luis Garcia, the local attraction from the Bay Area. He was the headliner for years. And those are like the pros that I've trained that I can think of offhand. And of course, my son, David Lopez.
So how did you get Dave into boxing? Did he choose it on his own, or he was like, let me just try to get it?
Yeah, he chose it. My other son boxed too. And they watched me box, and so they naturally gravitated towards the sport.
For sure. As a parent, knowing how dangerous boxing is, what gave you the confidence to put him in there?
Yeah, it's a great question, because it's definitely a dangerous sport, but walking around East Oakland is also probably more dangerous.
Right.
So, you gotta kind of analyze what you're doing as far as the risk and reward of things. And when you're good at something, I think the risks go down a little more He's put his whole life into it, you know, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to fight, especially on a professional level, unless they were all in. You got to be 100% in. And really, you know, I hate to say it, you gotta look at the guy, and you gotta be willing to kill him so he won't kill you. Period. You know, that's how deep and dangerous this sport is. It's a kill or be killed sport.
For sure. Now, your son is world class, future world champion. What is your favorite thing about your son's boxing skills?
His defense. His defense, ever since he was little, you know, he don't get hit much. And that's how you have a long career, a safe career. And his defense isn't based on, it's not predicated off of good reflexes. It's predicated off of good fundamentals, good depth perception, understanding distance properly, fighting with your hands up, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Although not flashy, but very efficient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not doing a lot of extra movement, extra wasted movement. You know what I mean? It's sharp. You know what I mean? Now we talk all the time. His punching power though, very precise, very sharp. How important is that as far as being a boxer? Because a lot of times they say, "Oh, Devin Haney got pillow fist. Oh, Tim Bradley couldn't punch hard." But
it's important, and what's great about it is his power didn't really materialize until he became a pro. When he was a kid, he wasn't stopping nobody. You know, he was more flashy, fighting with his hands down, doing amazing things, natural stuff that gifted people do, right? And just like Andre Ward, you know, Andre used to fight like Roy Jones. A lot of people don't know that. He fought with his hands down in during the amateurs when he was boxing at King's Gym when I was there. He did a lot of stuff with his hands down, flashy stuff, jumping in with hooks, emulating Roy Jones. We all did, right? What happens is when you leap into the pros, it's serious. You got 8-ounce gloves. You're like getting hit with a sword. So, you know, you get hit with a sword, you're dead. It's like Star Wars, right?
for sure.
So you have to be more serious and start fighting with your hands up, you know? And so that's what he started doing. And somehow, somewhere in between there, the positioning of his hands and focusing on being a real precise puncher turned into power, you know? And so it's also obviously a lot of reps. He's been doing it since he was 5. So, you know, he's perfected certain punches. And he's a long way from being at his ceiling. He's really good, right? But the trajectory, I see it very high.
Right.
He's just scratching the surface, which is scary. Because if you look at him, especially age 17, 18, 19, 20, you look at the greats, Crawford, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather himself. You know, they weren't blowing guys out like Dave. You know what I mean? In the gym and on camera in the real fights. Yeah. It's like you get hit by him, it's like getting hit by a sword. And it's satisfying because we didn't make him a power puncher. Right. We wanted him to be a boxer puncher, and it's just turned into something kind of cool. Power in both hands, right?
No, for sure. That's why they call him Dynamite.
Yeah.
We are now at a segment, right, where we're gonna do this quick because we gotta get to some things. But I need your 5 trainers, your top 5 trainers.
Eddie Futch, Ray Orcell, Freddie Roach, Manuel Stewart. Who's another great trainer? I like George Bennett.
Okay. Give me your top 5 boxers all the time.
Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. I like Terry Norris just because I love Terry Norris. Larry Holmes, baby. Larry Holmes.
Okay. He doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Heavyweight champ for 7 years running.
Yeah.
He was in under Ali. He was the truth.
Yeah. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves, though.
He don't.
You know what I mean?
You don't.
Okay, so if you're a boxing promoter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you could take a fighter from way back then versus a fighter right now. You could take 2 fighters from right now, or you could take 2 fighters from way back then. Okay, I need your opening bout, your co-main, and your main event.
In the opening bout, I would say we could do Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. The co-main would be I want Roy Jones and Terrence Crawford. That would be good. And then for the ultimate, Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali. That's the ultimate dream match.
That's not a bad
main
card.
event.
That's not a bad card. That's not a bad card at all. All right, so now we got to get into it. We need some experts' opinion. All right, you know what I mean? Now listen, me and him go back and forth all the time, but most of the time we agree. Except when
we agree.
Give me your opinion on Big Zane versus Deontay Wilder.
Wilder, if he's not shot, should handle business. Probably knock that guy out. I don't know much about Zane, but I'm going off of Wilder and what he's capable of if he trains. And like I said, if he's not shot, being shot can happen overnight. You know, and I hate to say it, but I think maybe Spence might be shot. You know, it remains to be seen. We got to see.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Spence, but coming back from beatings like that, we saw it with Mildred Taylor. It just doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from them tough fights.
Yeah.
But
it can be done.
If we get the killer Wilder, body bag, 6 feet, I don't care if you live or die, Wilder. If ayahuasca Wilder shows up again, he's not going to win.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
The guy that he fought last time he lost to, he lost, right? I didn't even see the fight. He lost to somebody not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he shows up, he's probably going to lose again.
Yeah, because ayahuasca Wilder, I didn't like him at all, bro. There's no way Joseph Parker should even lasted that long,
Joseph
bro.
Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph Parker, solid professional journeyman, you know.
Let me get your opinion on Ray Ford in the fight. Who do you think?
Who's he fighting?
I forgot this guy's name. Some guy from England that's a dirty fighter.
Probably, I mean, we're going to go with Raymond Ford. We don't even know this guy's name. So I don't always like to go off of stuff like that. But Raymond Ford's probably on the A side, has all the momentum, and there's no reason to bet against him at this point.
Okay. Have you seen Emma Williams get down?
Tell him you hurt my feelings when he didn't. Ricky Wright was bad too.
No, he was bad.
Yeah.
He's in my top 10. Emma Williams.
Emma Williams is underrated. Aaron was going to fight Emma Williams like twice. At the time, I thought we had a shot with him. But as of right now, Emma Williams is force. And Emma Williams, I believe, beat someone good recently.
Yeah.
He beat someone good recently. I forgot who it was.
He beat the dude out of Connecticut, Cordell.
Oh, yeah.
He knocked him smooth out.
Yeah, he destroyed him 1 round.
Yeah, you know, he got good defense. For him to just
He's talking shit to Aaron, man. Fuck that dude.
Okay.
That's what he gets. Shit talker.
you know, it happens to the best of them.
Yeah.
So you picked Alexander Usyk to beat
I KO. I did. And then the referee robbed me of my pick. We still were victorious because he won.
Yeah. What did you see that made you say, all right, Usyk can knock him out?
Usyk is just at the peak of his game right now. He's sharp. He's an underrated puncher. He'd been active with really good fighters, not like Fury fighting MMA fighters and struggling with them, which shows a lack of discipline and commitment to the sport.
Right.
So this is not a sport where you could just, I'm going to train now. That you got to be training, man. Like, you can't just turn it off and on like that. every fighter that tried to do that paid the price. You know, and he was no different. Although I give him his credit, he dug deep and he finished the fight. And he had a lot of moments in the fight where he did really well, Tyson Fury. But he's Tyson Fury. He's supposed to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it just makes Usyk's win even more greater because he's in there with a guy who's going to the death. He finished the fight. He might have even won the 12th round. You know?
Do you believe that Usyk did enough in that fight to win?
Yes, absolutely. I was kidding. I mean, come on, who would you rather be? He won the first 2 rounds. He might have gave away the next 4, but then the round the round before he rocked him, he won that round, and he made the adjustment and turned the tide. So now it's 4 rounds to 3. Now you got him destroying him all the way into the end in spectacular fashion. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Like who would you rather be?
Because I'm not gonna lie to you though. Early in that fight, I seen Tyson Fury. I thought Tyson Fury was gonna win that fight, bro. And I felt like he got gassed too. I felt like he didn't have enough in the gas tank to get through.
But that's what. So I hate when people say that though, because you could say, "Oh man, he had a big 9th, 10th, and 11th." Yeah, of course he did. When the other guy carried the first 8, you know what I mean. So Fury, like I said, he won 4 rounds in a row. That's why he got gassed. It's not like he wanted to get gassed. He got gassed because he was carrying those rounds. Usyk weathered the storm. You have to respect the fact that he was able to weather a storm going into a fight that's already an uphill battle against a giant who can fight. Tyson Fury has got tremendous skill set. He's unpredictable. He does things and you can't train for. You know, he's special. Tyson Fury's a special fighter, but he's also older now. And he indulges in outside things, you know, don't worry about that. You know, that don't go hand in hand with the sport. Shushu Carrington is an animal. Very good fighter. I don't know how he would fare with Tank because isn't he a 126 pounder?
They're not gonna fight.
Yeah, but he has a tremendous skill set. He's older than people know. He's 28 years old. But he's a guy to watch. He does a lot of things perfect. Shushu.
No,
I can
listen, I love Shushu.
just double count, check.
Yo, I love Shushu,
That
bro.
dude can fight.
Dude.
Humble dude, too. I like him, man. There's nothing to not like about him.
Give me your opinion, right? What you would have done different for Tyson Fury in that fight.
I just would have trained more better. You know, I probably would have took it. I would have said, look, you need a year of training, consistency, good sparring, clean diet, clean lifestyle. Then you fight a guy like that. You don't fight a guy like that and try to rush that. It's kind of rushed. He had just fought the other guy and looked bad, and then just trying to take a fight real quick.
Get the money.
And he actually did better than I thought he would do.
Now in the rematch, how do you think he's gonna do?
He might do better. That's a harder fight to pick because he knows how to fight him now. And if he trains seriously, Usyk might be in trouble because for those 4 rounds he had no answer and he was getting hit hard,
yeah.
hard,
and body shots,
uppercuts, everything.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And then he got tired, and then shit, Usyk didn't.
Yeah, but that's the thing about boxing. That's what makes it great.
Yeah,
is you answer the call, then he answers the call. It's who can. It's almost like football when you got 2 great offenses. It's like whatever defense makes a stop is going to win the game.
Yeah. Like in basketball too, because like my coach got a saying. He has a saying: basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
momentum shift.
Give me your prospects.
David Lopez. I like Emiliano Vargas. He's a good flashy fighter. Obviously Abdullah Mason. He's solid. He's awesome. He reminds me of my son a lot. They're a little different, but they're a lot alike. Who else is really good? Those Barry and his twins are always going to be in there. They're good, solid fighters. Kermel Moton, of course. Jahan Ingram's a good little fighter. That don't sleep on him. He might be able to do something. Am I missing somebody? Who am I missing?
Shushu, Troy Isley.
Shushu's 28 now. He's like, he's a top prospect at age 28.
Yeah.
He's seasoned to go. He's ready.
I don't know.
Troy Isley's a great prospect.
I don't think Shushu that old though.
28, I'm telling you. See, look it up. Bruce Carrington. And then they got Keyshawn, who I believe is past the prospect stage. He's like
he contender.
He's bona fide.
Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. He's 27.
27?
27, yeah. Just turned 27.
27 years old. I'm getting old, man. I don't remember by a year.
Man.
27 years old, though. That's up there.
Yes, yeah,
but he's got the goods, though. So solid 27.
They'll fast track him, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's already there. He can win a world title right now,
no,
in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah.
Canelo, Benavidez. Will we ever get that fight?
They're going to keep trying to make money. They'll do it when it's probably like doesn't matter anymore. You know, they'll probably make it good like Ray Leonard and Hagler did, but they didn't give you Hagler Leonard when it mattered, really. When Leonard kind of waited him out. Sort of like Mayweather waited out Pacquiao, waited for him to get knocked out before he fought him. You know, it's the same thing. I think Canelo or Benavidez it's not going to be an attraction like it would be right now.
Yeah, dude, and it's like 150 million is a lot.
He don't want it.
No, that's what Canelo said he wanted.
Yeah.
150 million. I mean, that's a lot, though. That's like, Nick, come on.
Yeah, but you know what it is because he knows he can probably do 3 other fights that he's going to win for sure. Continue to make money. Along with that, the purse money comes with sponsorship money, all the other money that comes along with it. You're riding the train as long as you can. Yeah. So I don't knock him because once you get to that level, you got to milk the cow. You absolutely have to. It's not about popularity at this stage. You know, like he's got to hold on to what he's got. Boxing is a tough sport, and Benavidez poses a real threat. But, you know, if he really cares about, you know, his legacy, he should take the fight, and try to win it.
How you see that fight going?
I don't see it being as much a clean fight. I mean, like I knew Bivol was going to be too much because styles make fights, right? Benavidez does a lot of dumb shit, right? Like getting off balance, being a little arrogant, biting with his hands down, taking what I consider unnecessary risks, unlike Bivol, right? Bivol don't give you shit. Benavidez is there to be hit. Canelo has devastating one-punch knockout power. So that fight is a harder fight to pick. I would lean towards Benavidez being in his prime and being a lot to deal with. Canelo being older, not being able to pull the trigger as fast, and obviously an uphill battle from the beginning being much smaller. It'd be a hard fight for him to win.
Bivol, better be at.
Whew, that's so hard. I would have to lean towards Bivol.
No. See, that's where we differ.
It's only because of inactivity and age. He's getting old.
Yeah.
He don't fight nobody. Bivol had fought Canelo. You know, like he's fighting good fighters. Bivol is a little younger, a little fresher. I think Beterbiev's window might have passed. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Prime for prime,
yeah.
I would lean toward Beterbiev.
Yeah, I think Beterbiev got it. I think Beterbiev, if the knee injury or whatever is not too
I don't
crazy.
Even know about that. See,
that's why they put the fight back.
Yeah. See, so I mean, there's factors.
Yeah, but if he get his hands on him though, it's a wrap. What do you think?
What Beterbiev?
Yeah,
I just said Bivol.
No, I said if Beterbiev get his hands on Bivol though, like really, if he like touch him up.
I don't think he's gonna touch him up. That full Biblos keeps it boring pretty good. See, we can't disagree on that.
Hey, listen. Sometimes we do disagree. You know what I mean?
This is one of those cases.
Yeah. Listen, you know, me and Andre Rozier have a bet.
Yeah.
So he has to make a boxing section Havoc uniform.
Oh wow.
And I got to eat some like vegan
Garbage.
Like
Vegan food.
some of the. No, but it's like some of the like it's
Worse.
like the nasty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the shit that you really don't want to eat as a vegan. You know what I mean? It's like hella healthy. But you know I'm a sugar eating ass nigga. You know what I mean? That's my drug of choice. A lot of niggas drink, most niggas smoke. I need some cheesecake. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just better be it, man. We call him the Terminator on my channel. All the homies we call him Terminator, bro.
He's the real deal. I don't doubt him. I just, you know, I got my intuitions on certain things,
for sure.
and I definitely go with prime peak when the stars and the moon align for them, just like Usyk. I mean, come on, man, that's a hard pick. And to say he would knock him out is even harder. Stop him? No one stopped him. How am I, you know, like he didn't technically stop him.
I mean,
he stopped him.
But you did call the Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence.
I called him out and everything.
You said Earl Spence would get stopped.
Yeah.
Earl Spence had never got stopped. He
I
never
think
got dropped.
So I have these intuitions.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
These things that tell me.
Yeah. But I'm saying Earl Spence never got dropped. So that's the argument that I have with Bivol.
Got you.
You know.
I hear you. I mean, it's a valid point that you're making. I'm not taking away from that. They're asking about Morrell. David Morrell, a very good fighter, untested. The Cuban style, they like to drop their hands a lot. I don't like it. I think they're susceptible to certain things. The style sometimes can be more amateur oriented, and when they get in those hard 12-round fights, those flaws tend to come out. He's a tremendous talent, though. I'd like to see his development and see where he goes, but I don't think he could beat Canelo or the Mexican Monster at this stage of his career. I think he needs some more fights and some more development, more time. Needs to be in some harder fights with some better opponents before he takes on those guys. Dan, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Morrell? Yeah.
So we got to send on my channel.
Yeah.
Put his ass in there. That's what we. That's if a mug is calling for the fight, we'd say put his ass in there. Then that's our slogan on my channel. It's like when we do these panels, that's our shit. If a motherfucker calling people like Jared Anderson, he wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, put his ass in there.
Yeah.
So that's our shit. Put his ass in there. If he want to fight him, go ahead. Let me see what you can do. Cause you calling for it, you talking that shit.
Yeah.
We gotta see what you're gonna do. We gotta see if you're gonna back it up. We gotta see if you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And so
backing it up is important. You know, you know, so-called humble people, you know, they don't talk shit out front, but they're secretly cocky.
Yeah.
Those are the worst kind of people. You know what I mean?
I like it.
If you're gonna talk shit, if you believe that you're the best, then say it out loud.
Yeah.
Don't say that you're humble and that you're not cocky, because really secretly you're cocky anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know the difference.
My thing is, let it be known. I love it. Like, listen, to this day, I'm an Adrian Bronner apologist. I know Adrian.
What does that mean?
I know he ain't shit. I know he probably not gonna win. You know what I mean? I know he fucking bitches and doing drugs and drinking. I know this. But I love the guy and I can't stop rooting for him.
He's fun to watch. He talks some good shit.
Yeah.
Great shit talker.
So I apologize for him. Like if he loses, I kind of just make up an excuse for why he lost.
Is he gonna fight Blair the Flair?
Yeah. So hopefully he doesn't lose.
It's such a hard fight though. It's like both of them. He should win though, but I don't know.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you this. Even though I shouldn't be an Adrian Bronner apologist because he kind of ruined our thing with BLK.
Oh,
because he could have took this fight with Blair the Flair back then, and you know we would have.
He wasn't ready. He's probably drunk.
You know we would have been all right.
Yeah.
Because they was handing out some big money back in them days.
Yeah.
So Adrian Bronner, we still kind of mad at you about that. But we're in a good spot now. You know what I'm saying? OTX.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. But goddamn it, Adrian, brother, you cost us. You cost us. Right now, do you think Terrence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez?
No, I don't like that fight for Terrence Crawford. I think he would get caught. I just think that Canelo Alvarez is solid. He's never come on, man. There's weight divisions. This dude is 168.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I picked Munguia, just because I felt like doing it, I would have never done that if I'd known that he was a 160 pounder. I didn't realize that he never really fought at 168. And once I heard that, I knew he was going to lose.
Yeah. Okay.
So that being said, Terrence Crawford, as good as he is, he's not that big. He's not a big guy, right? So that's out. He's not bigger, right? Skill-wise, the way Canelo fights, he kind of high guards. He stays kind of solid. He waits for you to open up, and he's big, and he hits hard. And, you know, there's a reason Roy Jones' dad didn't want him to fight Mike Tyson. John Ruiz, that's a different story. Mike Tyson, okay? Yeah. There's a reason why, okay? And Canelo, I believe, just hits too hard. And Terrence could do really good in that fight. I just see him getting caught, honestly. That's what I see.
The reason why I like Terrence Crawford in that fight is because he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
So he has a strong base. So he'll be there. He'll be in the fire. And I just like his toughness, man, in the coaching. It's 3 against 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus, he's training with high level boxers with heavy IQs. You know what I mean? So I would lean towards Terrence Crawford. But he could get caught. But he's such a dog.
He's gotten caught.
Yeah.
And he's looked a little sloppy at times. He does do some unorthodox, weird shit when he's boxing that may not work against a fundamentally sound puncher like Canelo Alvarez. It's a tough one. I wouldn't want that fight for Terrence.
But if you give me Terrence Crawford that fought Errol Spence,
160. This is 60. This is 68, man.
No, it can't be at 168. They got to be doing 160.
He ain't gonna go down to 160. Canelo, he ain't gonna budge, bro.
Now that 168, that's
not gonna budge.
Now that might be a taller task.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that fight is gonna be at 168. He's not gonna budge on it.
Yeah.
He's the A side. He controls all the. Terrence doesn't have. He's not really known globally.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's to boxing purists. We all know him, of course. But globally, they don't know him like that. So he would be the A side, and he would make all the turns. I see you, OG. I'm gonna get to you, and then that would be that. So that's why I wouldn't want to take that, because they don't have it all for their favor. They're gonna do the weight, their terms. They'll make him walk out first. All these little tactics.
Yeah. And
then they'll take 2,000 years to walk into the ring. It backfired with Bibble, though.
Yeah. And so, this has been the first episode of Lighting Knows. We're gonna do a weekly episode. Keep you updated with David. All the moves that he's making. And for sure. So give me your final words for the episode.
Glad to be here. Look forward to doing it all more often. It's fun debating with you, fun agreeing with you. David Lopez, OTX live on DAZN, July 12th in Atlanta.
Yes, we'll be there for sure. And I know a lot of my homies, subscribers, supporters, whatever we're calling them. A lot of us are already back east anyway. A lot of us are already living in Atlanta, living close to Atlanta. So it's only right, man, that we support who supports the channel. We've known David Lopez for a long time. He was actually a really good football player. A lot of people don't know that. He was damn good at football. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody for stopping through, man. In the words of the great philosopher Lil E, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. It's always a treat when players meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. And with that, we out.
At the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I got